What's up, guys and gals? Your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys Ayakashi Triangle Chapter 61 review. Realistically, first half of the chapter doesn't matter at all. Suzu ends up talking to mini Suzu, child Suzu and stuff in a dreamlike state. Doesn't really remember much of the conversation either. And then we have more with the Rio and shenanigans ensue. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is that we see, after this, we see that Mai has been able to, after being forcibly pulled out of the body, she took a lot of damage by the looks of it. She's got to be healed and stuff. It's like cracks in her actual physical form and stuff, and all these like splotches and stuff. Very, very interesting actually on how that works. Hinojiki is still kicking around and stuff, but Mai says there's an old friend we can depend on, someone who's not mediocre at all like you, Hinojiki. So this is where they all decide, like, hey, we're all going to have to fight her one day and stuff. Shirogane's like, hey, Matsuri, you got your ass kicked last time. Are you really sure that you can take this thing on? And he's like, that's because of XYZ. And it's like, no, this thing, she's pretty tanky. Now, this is where Suzu actually speaks well, and Matsuri's mother comes in to say the same thing. He said, I'm not only just going to support you, I'll be the one to take care of Shadow Mai because it's the responsibility as the Ayakashi medium. So this is where Matsuri's mother shows up and says that basically, thanks to me going soft, for Matsuri's childhood friend, I'm injured right now and I'm not going to be able to fight for a little while. So, and on top of that, Jinyo incidents have been increasing as of late in Tokyo. So a lot of different exorcist ninjas have been deployed. So we can't really rely on many heavy reinforcements at this junction. We're not really going to be able to call for much help. That being the case, she still has this you have to still prove that you are on the side of us humans as the Ayakashi medium and not the other way around. So they end up going forward and talking about Garaku, what's Garaku going to do if he finds out about Mai Hirasaka and stuff like that. And it's they're saying man, she's not a very nice person stuff, but maybe Garaku's into that type. Maybe he's sort of like a Cinderella. Maybe he's into that whole please step on me sort of thing. Who knows sort of idea. And then Garaku actually meets up with them as they're out for this walk. Now, Garaku basically states that old Mai was nothing like that and basically says, hi, how you guys doing? It's like, I'm definitely surprised. She appeared before me right after you defeated, the fire dude who had a very terrible design, the Hidoragami or whatever it was, and all this stuff. So Garaku is back in action. We're finally seeing Garaku again. Whose side is he on? Well, he's on the side of Shadow Mai, saying the woman I fell in love with is Mai Hirasaka, even if she's only a shadow of her former self, or she's a twisted version of how she used to be, that's still, at the end of the day, it's still her. So I've got no choice. Uses a technique, Artist Curse Jutsu of the Crest of Kon, and so basically Matsuri is no longer able to fight. Matsuri cannot use his Wind Jutsu anymore. He's cursed him with the spirit of his cone, so now he's no longer going to be able to, Matsuri's no longer be able to fight with his jutsu. So are we in for another training arc or a way to release this seal, or are we going to find an alternate method on how to fight? You relied too much on your wind jutsu. That's not the only way a ninja fights. Maybe that sort of line of thinking, who knows? Garaku turning evil here. Realistically, is he truly evil? No, but his whole thing is that no matter who she is right now, whatever form she takes, she's still the woman that I fell in love with. I'm not going to be able to side with you to fight her. So that's sort of the idea. And of course, when she asks a favor of Garaku, this is the answer. So realistically, a good chapter because Garaku, they're not, as I said, some of the scenes, the earlier scenes, yeah, who cares? Why is Rio there? Who cares? And then we jump into big things like this, like Garaku showing up and being like, yep, I'm not on your guys' side anymore. That's a big development. That's a big change. Going forward into the next couple chapters. The manga at least is getting a little more exciting with the villain of the week is no longer here, and the one guy who is more than a villain of the week is also on Shadow Mai's side. We have Garaku, we have Shadow Mai, we have Hinojiki. There's quite a bit going on here, realistically, and finally, it only took them roughly 60 chapters to get here, over a year to get here, but now that we're finally here into a half-decent storyline, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. But you guys let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. Don't forget number 4, to drink responsibly as always, as I always do. And this has been your host, Griever. We will see you guys back here next time for chapter 62 of Ayakashi Triangle. Looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.